All right, so definitely a bizarre story going on here. There appears to be a confirmed case that's apparently linked to coronavirus, and one of the results of coronavirus that has appeared in one man is actually restless anal syndrome. That's right. That's right, restless anal syndrome. So I'm sure you guys have probably heard of restless leg syndrome, where I guess your leg just continues to shake essentially uncontrollably. This is a problem that people have. But this apparently is, yes, that is serious, restless anal syndrome. This COVID may cause restless anal syndrome. A patient in Japan seems to have developed a condition due to COVID-19, according to initial findings. Now, this is obviously very fringe because it's only actually been shown in one person. It's a scientists in Japan have reported a case in which a patient seems to have developed restless anal syndrome after suffering from COVID-19, with initial findings indicating that the syndrome may be related to the coronavirus, according to a case report published last week in the BMC Infectious Diseases journal. The scientists reported that the patient, age 77, experienced insomnia and anxiety while infected with the virus and, several weeks after discharge, began to experience restless, deep anal discomfort. Wow, deep anal. That is even worse. The patient experienced an urge to move, which worsened with rest and improved with exercise and worsened in the evening in the anal region. A colonoscopy revealed internal hemorrhoids. While it's still unclear how COVID-19 caused the neurological symptoms, a number of cases of neurological issues, including Guillain-Barré syndrome, brain fog, and tingling, among other issues, have been linked to coronavirus infections since the start of the pandemic. Restless anal syndrome is a variant of restless leg syndrome, which has also been linked to a small number of COVID-19 cases. This is the first case reported to link restless anal syndrome to the disease caused by the novel coronavirus. The 77-year-old patient, categorized as a mild COVID-19 case, was admitted to Tokyo Medical University Hospital with a sore throat, cough, and low-grade fever and treated for mild pneumonia, insomnia, and anxiety. Although his respiratory function returned to normal 21 days after he was admitted, insomnia and anxiety remained. Several weeks after discharge, he began to experience anal discomfort despite never experiencing such discomfort before he was affected by COVID-19. Exercise relieved his symptoms while resting worsened them. The scientists diagnosed the patient with restless anal syndrome after determining that his symptoms matched the criteria and failing to observe any other cause for the syndrome. No bladder or rectal disturbance or erectile dysfunction was found in the patient. Neurological tests found no abnormalities, and the patient had no family history of RLS or periodic limb movements. I guess he was given clonazepam, which is usually for seizures and other things as well. So, I guess this this is not something that looks like it's going to necessarily be like a consistent thing that could pop up for coronavirus cases, but nonetheless, it appears that this is the first noted case of a link between COVID and restless anal syndrome. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Obviously, I'd heard of restless leg syndrome, right? You read about that, heard of it. I've never heard of restless anal syndrome. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But maybe this will be a reason for people to get the vaccine, although I doubt it because it's only one person who's had it so far. Obviously you want to avoid it, but statistically it doesn't seem to be significant yet. But, make sure to get the vaccine from coronavirus because you might get restless anal syndrome. I don't know.